Euro USD daily forecast for Monday, the 23rd of March. This is the daily chart. On the daily chart, we are bearish. We've had a break in market structure over here. And after a break in market structure, we can expect a pullback. Has the pullback started? No. Why? Because we need at least not just a change of character, but also an internal break of structure. And as far as the daily goes, both of them are once we kind of break this candle's high. So this is as far as the daily is concerned. If you look at a slightly broader picture, so we see that we have this particular zone. This zone made a lot of sense because it caused a break in structure, and there is also a lot of liquidity available below this. So this could act like a magnet for price to actually come down to this zone, and I feel that probably it will come down here further. We've come into this supply over here. This was a very solid zone because it led to break of structure. So I expect that price will probably reverse and come down, or not reverse, rather continue in this bearish trend that we have and come down here. But let's just wait and watch. Our job is not to really conjecture, but just to react to how the market behaves based upon our assumptions and how we are framing our narrative. So that's where we are. As far as the daily is concerned, we are expecting a pullback. We don't know whether the pullback has started or not. Moving on to the 4-hour. The 4-hour is also bearish. We've had a break in market structure here, and after that we've come down here. This is, I think, a sufficient distance away from the break, and I think that now the pullback should commence. How do we know the pullback has commenced? Well, first we need to see a change of character, which has already happened here, and the price has come here, and we're moving with a lot of bullish momentum over here. However, to confirm that the 4-hour has indeed turned, the pullback has started, because this will be a bullish leg, we would expect to see a break in internal break of structure. So this is the internal structure, and I would expect this candle to go, and then I would say that okay, we can now start looking for longs. So as far as if we see where we are in terms of premium and discount, so there is still a sufficient amount of space left for price to kind of go up over here. Will it go up or not? I have absolutely no idea, but this is as far as the 4-hour is concerned. We've had a break, and after the break, we've had a bounce from this particular demand zone, which is nested inside a daily zone. So yeah, it appears to be pretty positive in terms of where this could go. Also, if you really look at it, this is like a huge imbalance which has been actually mitigated. So yeah, that's where we are at the moment. Moving on to the M15. This is the M15 which is now bullish. If you recall, we had earlier marked this as the M15, and this was the break in structure. However, it is up to you how you want to perceive the market structure. For me, this is a more recent structure, and there is a very, very clear break over here, and I think this is how I have marked my M15. So my M15 is bullish. Why? Because we've had a break in structure. And why is the M15 bullish? Well, it's bullish because it's probably indicating the start of the H4 pullback. So in case the M15 is bullish, well, what can we expect? We can expect after a break in structure, the price to pull back. Where has it pulled back up to? Well, if you just draw the fib, yeah, so we've kind of come in almost this is the equilibrium, this is premium, this is discount, and we've kind of pulled in quite nicely. And if you really want to look at it, are there any zones here that we could possibly mark? Well, this candle itself looks pretty decent to me in terms of being like an M15 zone that could initiate the bullish action further. So this is as far as the M15 is concerned. So we've had a break in structure, we got a very sluggish price action, and we are already into the discounted area. Probably we might just come down a little further. And by the way, the London session has already started. We're just about in London session and we're seeing like this huge candle coming up here. But I suspect maybe we kind of bounce from here rather than here. But let's see. We'll just kind of wait and see whether once we had a change in character, uh, probably wait for an internal break of structure. But this is in any case very indecisive kind of price action, which is not really going anywhere. So I'm going to just sit on my hands and wait. But for me, this is the this is the weak swing high, and I expect that this will be taken out at some point in time. So I don't know, maybe some kind of a long position which can be taken here, cover your bases, and maybe at least look at targeting something like this. I'm not sure, but this is my outlook just to go by purely by the M15. But I'm also very well aware of the fact that we're coming off this huge daily zone, and this daily zone is very important because it led to break in structure of the daily. So yeah, so that's my outlook. I will possibly look for longs as time goes by, and look at maybe targeting this weak swing high. That's it for now. May the markets be with you. Cheers.